Hello, good evening, y'all. Hey, cat. Sorry. Good evening. That's Sean, are you there?
Back, Matthew. Shut the hell up, Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew's on the right ball, yeah. This is exactly correct.
No,
Got a
I
guest
disagree
this
with all
evening.
of you. No.
We've got a guest, but they have issues talking, so I should rethink this. Guys, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm just getting started on YouTube. I'm struggling to find proper guests. Obviously, this one is a fucking waste of time. Oh, wait. That's very early. It's very early for there's kids and cats around. Don't use that language that early in the morning. How are you, Darth Sean?
I'm good. Are you? What's up?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. How's everybody doing? Let's see who we have here. Of course, we've got Gavin. Gavin, Mr. AJM. Good evening, good sir. Gavin. We've got. I'm seeing what it is. Yassine. There we go. How are you, sir? 144. Matthew Dixon, of course. The good sir, Matthew Dixon. What else we got? Chantal. Good evening, Chantal. Well, is it evening yet? When does it become evening? When does it change from afternoon to evening? Is it like 5 o'clock? Is that like 6 o'clock?
No, I think I think it's from 6. I know 4 to 5 is afternoon. I think from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock is pre-evening.
Where are these rules written down in the Constitution?
I don't know. I just
a general
them up
time
as I go
clock?
along.
Heidi, good evening, Heidi. Oh, good late afternoon, Heidi. That sounds so terrible. Good late afternoon. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Dylan, hi, Dylan. And yeah, that's everybody that's here.
Yeah, Shantu is low. Evening is after sunset. Yeah, so I go from 5 to 6. I go evening.
When you roll your first, this is obviously. Let's go Ricky. Ricky. Just going to go Ricky. Ricky's got it on spot. This is absolute science right here.
I'm going to go Wiki.
Because, I mean, the thing is, this is like that daylight savings time bullshit, right? Where it's like, well, it's, I also didn't understand it. I think that's absolutely stupid. 4 to 5 is nap time. That's correct. Time is a colonial construct. Time is racist, guys. You're 100% correct. This is straight up science. Ricky, AJM, and 144. It's just these are our science people in the vibe here. Because the problem is now is like you're going like it's evening, but it's like it's after sunset. So like in winter it's like 5 o'clock still off. 5 o'clock's evening, and then in summer 9 o'clock is still afternoon.
That's exactly that's right. That's what I don't know, what is it? Chantal.
No, it's just Chantal. No, it's just Chantal. You can just Chantal. Chantalu. Whatever you want to, good sir. Whatever you want to. Actually, I think it's around sunset, but also around 5 p.m. because we get. Yeah, that's the thing. See, I want clarity on these things. Can we not just go? Can somebody just make a book and go? These are them's the rules right there.
I'm gonna check what Grok says. Hold on a second. Let's check what.
Oh God, no! But you have to specify now. It's gonna go. What country are you in? Okay, it's gonna default to America.
Let's go. Let's go.
At the coffee shops. What? Gavin, people are at the coffee shops though. Right. What? How's it going?
Let's see what Grok says.
Science, bitches. Global warming. Can Darth Sean use Grok? I mean, listen, it's going to use a lot of his data, Matthew, but let's hope for the best. If he just
you guys are funny. So afternoon is from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Nothing
evening
to do with
usually begins from nothing to do with the sunset. Evening starts at 6 p.m. lasts until 9 p.m. and then obviously midnight is from 9 p.m. to blah blah blah.
Wait, midnight is from 9 p.m. to what? But midnight isn't just midnight at 12 o'clock. That's midnight.
Yeah, well,
what?
I don't know. I'm just
okay.
Let me ask what midnight is. Fuck my
Oh
life.
God, don't ask it. Midnight is 12 o'clock at night. Midday, midnight. There we go. People smash the like button. Yes, thank you. What Yasmin said. Yasin. Sorry. I'm dyslexic. I'm allowed to do this. My interweb is funky, wacky again. Oh man. Don't do the hard reset. Just watch me in like in blocks 144, you know, where I'm super pixelated. And I will talk.
I got another question about the time now.
Oh, what now?
All right. So what is if midnight is 12 o'clock? What is the time from 9 p.m. to
10 o'clock,
like 12 p.m.
11 o'clock,
12 p.m. What is that period? Where is this?
Late.
This is unknown.
Late at night. That's when you don't call me.
Because I was just thinking, wouldn't evening run from 6 p.m. to like say 11:59?
No. That's at night. Like it's night. I think it's night. Late night. It would be like from 9 o'clock onwards. See, there was this old thing. It's like, what are these things called? They're called like I don't know if it's called, what are they called? Not ethics. Just what's the word? God, I'm sorry, guys. I just want to just let you guys know. Somehow, I'm still feeling awful. Saturday, woke up feeling absolutely phenomenal. Like, you know, you got this like leftover cough that just feeling phenomenal. Absolutely great, stunning. Late evening, I'm like late afternoon, I'm just feeling horrid. Sunday, wake up from lunchtime, just feeling horrid. This morning, meh, feeling crappy, and just feeling crappy the whole fucking day. I'm just sorry, I'm swearing again. But yeah, just so my brain is extra tarded, so extra Biden-y. I don't know. That's still dawn time making me yawn. Yeah, it is making me yawn too. I've become the thing now where I quite enjoy like the after work nap, just an hour. Like just you come home, you just go lie down on the couch, the bed. You just have like an afternoon, like like a 45-minute power nap, and then you get. I think it's like old age. It's like the Greys. They need a recharge. It's basically like a Tesla battery. Maybe I could, but I mean, does it even still exist? Right, so Sean, how was your weekend?
I had to play paddles, and
weren't you bitching about this paddle bullshit like
I was bitching. I did bitch. Although
now
I
you've
must
bent the
admit,
knee.
it's like heroin.
Not as fun though.
No, not as fun though. But
not as fun, obviously not.
Yeah, you're now addicted to this. But now I must admit, like while you're playing paddles, it's not like you're out of breath and you feel tired. You have fun, so it's like cool. But then, you're like in the evening or the next day, the next morning, you're begging for death. Why? Because your legs and my ass and just everything fucking hurts. It's
that's just old age.
Oh, it could be that, yeah. But like everything, every muscle just hurts, and I'm like, But yeah, it was fun. I think I might get into it.
What does paddle have to do with being Christian now? What? I'm missing that one. That's over my head. AJM, that's right over my head, buddy. Yeah, like the jokes that require thinking this evening are just gonna I'm just gonna look like an absolute tard. So why did I say that? Now you guys are gonna do it on purpose, aren't you? Anyway, squash is better than paddle. There we go.
I don't like squash. I don't see the point in squash.
I don't see the point in paddle or squash. Do you know what's better than both of them?
You gotta hit a ball that doesn't bounce, and then I have those people go, "Oh no, it does bounce." So you gotta whack the flip out of it, and I'm like, I don't see the appeal to it. And then you're in that little squash court, no.
Water 44. That's exactly what paddle is. It's exactly what paddle is. He puts on that mask we showed. I think it was on Saturday morning. I think Kevin Zilla shared it on the Discord. It's basically a gimp suit. And he gets paddled. And that's why he says. That's what Darth Sean says. Listen, he's like the next morning. It's like a whole bunch of places are sore. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that's better than tennis, squash, and and paddle.
I'm so glad I don't get offended by this shit because it really doesn't bother me. Like,
no, it's totally fine. But you know what's better than all of these things?
Oh my god, what?
Hard drugs. Just saying. Just going to put it out there. Obviously, don't let your kids listen to this, but you know, come now. Let's all be honest. Let's just have some truth. You know, have much more fun. Maybe buying a bag as opposed to.
Gavin's asking about golf.
Golf. My friend play. You know what? I play. I haven't. I should go play golf.
I don't see the appeal in golf
either.
The idea of golf.
It just feels like a lot of walking.
No. If you think about it, the goal of golf is to play as little as golf as possible.
Yeah, which is ironic. Which is quite an interesting game if you think about it.
Yeah.
Even in. Did I see Keanu? How's it Wakanda people? It's funny. But there's only one sport that I love this comment. Sport. There's only one sport that requires 2 balls: motorsport. I don't know. There's a thing with me in sport. It's just like sometimes I'm going like this is the thing with like motorsport, given like Formula One. It's just like they're just going around in it like technically a circle with squiggles, right? And then what's even worse is like that NASCAR. That's literally a circle. And I mean, it's like 500 laps. Like, why don't they just make it like 5 or 10 laps? Like, I mean, again, I don't think I've got the capacity to have a debate about what sport. Like, maybe there's some sports. I just like golf. Is that a spectator sport? It feels a bit long. It's not really a spectator sport, right?
I saw this funny comment about the golf. The guy goes, the audience watching is the only audience that actually dresses to play the sport golf, but never actually plays. Because they're all dressed like they're playing golf.
Oh. Do match courses shorter? What? What's a match?
What's a mash course?
I don't know. It's maybe like putt or something. Make a left turn. Yeah, that's the ultimate skill in racing. Is just like, what can you do? Like, I really like describe a sport the worst way possible. What do you do for a living? I turn left really well. I can make left turns really well and fast. Sorry, pronounced Nashi. What up? Is that in golf? Golf is a good nap time thing to watch. No, totally. I love and also love the commentating sometimes with golf.
That's your cat. Chill out.
I was just like I saw a shadow. I'm like, oh my god, the place is haunted. Don't cup the couch. No. Don't look at me like that. Little miss. Oh, they're nails, hey? The fucking murder mittens. Have you seen at what's... No. Listen, I'm not even joking. Like, they literally can turn at insane speeds. I mean, listen, I think it's insane skill. I mean, I was to check out this vibe, but like the reflexes, I think the fastest reflexes we have in all of any sports, I think, is Formula One. Like, the guy's reflexes are literally insanity. Like, has to be. Those are driving close to 400. Like, yeah, madness. Hey, good evening, Lindy Deputy. How are you? Yes, I'm sorry, AJ. My brain is bit slow this evening. I'm proper Joe Biden. Lizard. Stop it, y'all. That's Sean, are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh God, you just went quiet. I thought you.
I went to look up what Mashi is. Apparently, it's a club in
Where's
golf.
144? You won't last a full F1 race if you were driving. Yes, I'm really slow. Sorry, 144. MotoGP is better. Or isn't that the bikes? I mean, listen, it's all the fucking same to me, honestly. Yeah. So, what have you guys been getting up to? Anything interesting happen in your life? I do have one story I thought I wanted to kind of touch on, and it just bummed me. It's like one of those things where you sit and it just festers in the back of your head the entire weekend. It's just been bothering me. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it's interesting to talk about. I mean, everything is interesting to talk about. It was this. So let's start here, and then we can work backwards. It was this story. And if you saw this, Darth Sean, the stabbing that happened in I think it was in New York.
Oh, I did see this. Yeah.
So basically, a horrific video of a Ukrainian refugee. Good Lord. Expect me to be able to pronounce that. Irina? Whatever. Shame. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. If her parents are watching, I apologize. Not that they are. Chick got slaughtered in Charlottesville. In Charlotte. Yeah, train is met with deafening silence from Dem leaders and the media. This was, I mean, they didn't show the full video, but it's just like, I saw the video. So they showed, I don't want to show the video. I think it's absolutely disgusting and brutal. They show the dude walk on, sit down, take out a knife, and then as he's about to stab, they pause the video. Then the next part of the video is the guy walking to the front of the train, and there's just people, he's just dripping blood as he walks, and people are just kind of like, I don't know if they're arrested, but apparently it turns out this dude is like, he's done it like an insane amount of times. Like, I think he's like, there's 8 or 9 people he's attacked or stabbed. And it's just, and the scary part is not that. The scary part is that no one has mentioned shit about it. Like, absolutely no one. I mean, where's this? Let's get this quick. Yeah, I mean, Liz Wheeler. I mean, sorry. So Liz Wheeler pointed out, like, so New York Times, George Floyd, 5,897 stories. Trayvon Martin, 1,190 stories. This chick, 0. And I think this happened on Thursday. Nothing. It just, you know why? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. This is, and I get, sorry, I'm getting so serious like on a Monday night right off the bat here. But like, this is the issue that I see with a kind of like accepted racism when it comes to any kind of any race, right? Let's look back at when, you know, back into the 1940s or 1930s when Hitler started his whole vibe, where he was like, first what they do is they normalize the hate of certain people, right? And he keeps going on, oh, you're the worst, yada yada. He was just, because it slowly started there. He keeps pointing, those are the people, they are the enemy, yada yada yada, and he keeps doing that. And he keeps carrying on, and eventually it becomes a normalization. This is the results of you know, like that Robert DiAngelo white fragility, this constant narrative pushed by these trained Marxists in schools, in universities, that's filtered over to South Africa. You know, this decolonization of everything. Anything white is terrible. You keep doing that, and this right here is the result of that. When a brutal murder happens, people go, you know, just wow, doesn't fit the narrative, and it's absolutely disgusting. Any way you do it, either way, it's like, I mean, I just thought about it in the back of my head and going like, how can you say it's news, it's newsworthy. You're going to get so many clicks, and yet it shows you two things. It shows you that they are so convicted and pushed by their ideology that they won't post a story about it. And it just shows you how high the sort of acceptance of being hateful towards a specific race. It's so disgusting, and it's so gross. It's weird. I mean, I don't have words. I'm just disgusted by like this world we live in. And yet, and the funny part about it is you have this thing where it's like, this isn't important, but you know what? Like, let's talk about reparations for slavery that happened like what 500, 400 years ago. Like that's the pressing issue of our time. I don't know, man. It's like society is buggered.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thoughts, people? Is this too serious for a Monday night?
I mean, you did start off quite heavy.
I'm sorry. And then obviously we've got reality versus what we're sold. I mean, this is, I don't know, man. This just egged me like it's just wrong. I mean, like I don't know, man. I don't understand. Like, I think there's just to be shit like this should be handled with like insta what do you call it? Insta justice. Hey, oh, so you're the guy, cool, wait, just like, let's get AI facial. It's the exact same guy. How many people have you murdered now? Oh, okay. There we go, done. Just one bullet, done, straight to the head. Sorry, you were a terrible person. That's how you should handle this shit. We can't live in a world like this anymore. I mean, look at it bums me. Oh God, let's just talk about movies or something. Let's talk about horror or anything else than this. It's terrible. Master, hi Master. First time. Good to see you, good sir. Oh, Matthew, that's yeah, sorry, there we go. Thank you, 144, just bringing out the facts. It's 9 millimeters cheaper than prison. It is. I'm sorry. I don't think, listen, yeah, I mean, listen, I take this even back to like sort of almost like, Christian ethics, which is like, blood for blood. I mean, I don't think revenge is a good thing, but it's like it says thou shalt not murder. It's like nothing about killing. I think there's justification for killing people. Murder is unjustified killing. This is the unjustified killing. But you're going to have the intersectional Marxists come along and go, no, this is totally justified. White people have done this to. And I'm going like, this is the fuck up with our society right now. It's like it's it just bums me out, man. It bums me out. Man, it really just fucking kills me. It's like, I don't understand why people would do that. What would drive you to the point where you just want to kill somebody and that there's nothing that happens to you? It was probably how they were raised, without a father. Some people. So I found a cool new Lindy W says I found a new song by Rihanna. It's called Breaking Dishes. What? Sorry, what does Chantal says? See my comments. No, sorry, not you. Chantal says, not you, sorry. See my comments above. Sorry, what did I see? Looking, Chantal. Did I miss it? But my bag. There we go. Watch the video by Sargon of Akkad. His own mother says he should have remained locked up and never released. It's like schizophrenic. No, the thing is, listen, I mean, if you take someone else's life, I'm sorry, maybe like the first time, like you have the issue of where it's manslaughter, it was accidental or some shit. But if you violently, viciously do this, I'm sorry, it's like you don't get to live anymore. You just don't. I don't think there needs to be like righteous justice for shit like this, again, and this is coming from somebody that literally would. I don't want the state like the South African government to have the power to kill people. I don't want them to, but at the same time, I think how else are you going to fix stuff in this country? The thing is, like, I mean, I can stand on my head. They'll never bring the death penalty back to this country, never. And it's purely statistical. It's a purely statistical reason because it's going to come off looking absolutely, absolutely horrid. And that's just because of our population makeup. it's going to be disgusting. It's going to look viciously gross. Human rights going to come out going, this is absolute racism, because we have the population of, you know, our demographic, our racial breakdown. Like, you've got 4%, 6% white, 3% Indian, 2% Asian and shit like that, and the majority are like sort of Black South Africans, like coming in the 80s. And I mean, if everybody committed crime equally across those things, it's going to look terrible. It's going to look like there's going to be like 100 murderers going to death row, and 2 of them are going to be white, 1 Indian dude, and like probably not an Asian guy at all. And they're going to just go like, oh, we can't do this. It's going to look disgusting. Rihanna's the new voice of Smurfette. What? Are they making a Smurf? Is she in the Smurfs? God, has she sold out? Your human rights only matter if you can survive the knife in South Africa. That's true. It's like, you know, and it's not suitable. Your human rights don't actually fit you don't actually have human rights. It's wishy-washy, you know. I don't know. A bit of a deep subject. I'm sorry. Deep topic. Yeah. Let's look at the bright side of life. Sean, you're very quiet.
Well, I don't really have much to say about this particular topic. Like,
I just think they should put him down instantly. I mean, listen, like Chantal says, yeah, we don't have to shoot the dude, right? Just, needle, bye, listen. And there shouldn't be this bullshit of like, oh, we have to wait 5 years for this guy to get. Listen, dude, you've how many people have you killed? Oh, more than 1. Like, listen, chemical castration, if it's your second grape, right? Just stay like this, because the first time it could be an accident or something, like, or like you've been falsely accused of something. But listen, you've got 2. There's DNA evidence, and it's like, you know, it's like if chemical castration instantly for if it's anybody under the age of 12, instant, like, just like, oh, okay, what would happen later that day after you've been cuffed? They chemically castrate you, just like you just never get horny anymore, and you can. And then if you try anything after that, then it's like, you know, death penalty. I think death penalty only for murder. Maybe like, you know. Peter Savenga is in the house. Good evening, Peter. Why did I see Peter's? Wait, hold on. Oh, no, it's not Peter Savenga. Sorry. Oh, my God, I'm confused Gavin with. I looked at the 2. The image looked different. Your murderer will get his human rights catered to. Yeah, no, that's the thing. 100%, 144. That is the country we live in. The people who perpetrate like murder, theft, they have more rights than you do. And the reason for that is very, very simple. I've always like, years ago, I'm going like, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. But if you look at it from a intersectional Marxist worldview, it makes complete sense. It's like, oh, well, the people that have this are there because they've stolen it. If you have that world belief, which is utter horseshit. But that's why. That's why, like, oh, like this poor person only stole because, you know, he broke in, raped you, raped your wife and your children, and then murdered you because, you know, he was just hungry. Like, fuck off. Sure. Yeah. So in other news, my missus went to the warm city of Durban to hang out with her brother because he went for a wedding, so she went to go hang out for him, which is why I'm doing the show a little bit earlier and I have to like cruise at 8:15. I go fetch her from the airport because I don't know, I don't trust listen, this is the thing. It's South Africa. She's like, no, don't worry, I can just come home with the Uber. And I'm going, you know what? No, I don't think that's safe. Not in this country. I just don't think it is. Like a woman alone. Like, when last have you been at the Cape Town airport, Dashon?
Ages ago.
Like a year or 2, right? Yeah. So my folks came from. They flew back. They went on holiday. They flew back, and they got to the thing. And it's like, I mean, like they're old and they're not used to Uber. Organize them an Uber, and you have all these dudes out there going, no, we're the Uber that he ordered. I'm like, they're like, wait, no, and then I think my dad still went, no, the number plate's different. And he goes, no, sorry, we changed the cars, because obviously they don't know. So you can imagine what shit happens to these people. I mean, shouldn't it be a good idea to put a police officer there? I mean, like, you know, where's our visible policing? with 39 billion rand, visible policing, 700 extra cops. Are you going to put one at like maybe at the airport there to try and help them? Maybe just one cop. You know, maybe you can have 3 cops and they can rotate. One can work the night, one can work the day. Maybe in the day it's less because there's airport security. Maybe at night it would be good to have police there just to help, just to watch. Speaking of the police, I actually saw this, not speaking of e-hailing and stuff, I saw this interesting thing today, which was, which is like, okay, this is a bit weird. So check this out quickly. Tell me guys what you think. Okay, the audio on this is terribly soft, so...
And I think we should have started there to say, what are the regulations saying? Basically, what we are saying is that we need to introduce the operating licenses, 1. 2, your car must be roadworthy. 3, the apps that are being used must be registered with the regulators. If it's not registered, then you are an illegal operator.
So, I mean, this dude's talking about, this is the whole vibe about I think they want to introduce regulations for e-hailing. But wait for this part where it's quite funny.
Then 4, the cars, the e-hailing operators must brand their vehicles so that we are able to see.
So that the taxi operators can see which cars to stone. But if they're going to do that, then I would like the same. So this is obviously, they're speaking specifically on e-hailing here, but like I want that then to you know what I was thinking about today? I was going like this. Wait, so we just finished the video. Can I show you guys?
He has said, you don't know who's who in the zoo. It should be branded so that we are able to see that this is an e-hailing vehicle. And I think the last point, which is very, very important, is the issue of safety. We've said, let's have panic buttons in the vehicles.
Has this guy ever used Uber before, like e-hailing? There's one in the app. There's like a panic button. Like in case of emergency, push this button. Like, oh shit, you know, like. But I mean, so my question is: are you doing this just for e-hailing, or is we going to do the same thing for taxis? Because you know what the issue is? I don't see e-hailing drivers drive on the wrong side of the road in mid-traffic, trying to, you know, or driving on the embankment on the N2, trying to get onto the N2 during peak hour traffic, cutting people off, telling yourself, having a gaichi there, showing people knives, flipping them off, threatening people, pushing in, scraping people's cars. I don't see them doing that, but so I was thinking, you know, what would be an easy thing to do, how to fix a lot of the shit. I was thinking, you know what you do? You have this like an online complaint site that the Minister of Transport, so almost like you call it the taxi complaint division, right? So if you see a taxi driving on the wrong side of the road, you can take a photograph with your, you know, modern day computer device, which is a telephone, and it also has a built-in camera, which is quite nifty. You can take a photo, and if you can get the license plate in, then you can then send this to the complaint thing, and they should get an instant ticket, because that works basically the exact same as a traffic camera, right? Why don't we implement that? I know you're going to go, wow, Darth Mork, you want to give the government more power, but I'm going like, yeah, maybe a little bit of power. Like, you know, like, can't we have that where they take a photo? You can take a photograph, upload it, and then the traffic department goes, okay, cool. Oh, this guy's driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh, here we go. He's driving on the embankment. He's breaking the law. Here's his registration number. Cool. He gets an instant ticket. You know what I was also thinking would be a cool idea is to having the panic button in the taxi. For when they do shit like that, driving too fast on the wrong side of the road onto oncoming traffic, there's a panic button that you need, and it instantly sends a thing. I want like a feature that can disable the taxi while you're driving it. So if they drive cuck, or if you drive too fast, then what happens is you know, the traffic department can see it. Like we put trackers in all of them, and you can see, oh, this one bastard's driving way too fast. He's driving 120 in a 60 zone. We just push a button and it just decreases the speed. It automatically just does that. I mean, what else, guys? Do you any other issues that you want me to solve for you just right off the bat? You know what would be cool? A rating on the back of a taxi, like in the back window, where this like they get a rating every month. They've got like maybe every 4 months to begin with, maybe every 6 months you get a rating on like the basis of how many fines you have, shit like that, where you can take a photograph and instantly rate this on the site. You go like, and it just updates in real time, like with Uber. Because Uber, you get a rating as a passenger, and you can give the Uber a rating. The free market, hey, isn't it fucking amazing? Who gives you that power? I do, Dylan. I don't know. It's just insane. Too many taxis will be implicated, and that's racist. You are 100% correct. I thought road signs were suggestions. They are. Listen, to the taxi industry, it is just a suggestion. It's basically like the pirate code in Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just it's just there. It doesn't really mean much. World hunger. We can feed. I don't know. That's a bit rough. Give me a couple of days on that one, Lindy. I'm definitely going to solve world hunger. You know what? Instead of food that we need to throw away, like the day before it expires, instead of throwing it away like a lot of the first world does, let's package that and give it to people. But also let's I don't know. There's quite a few ways. We have to look into the food thing. It's a complicated one, but I'm sure we can figure out a solve for it. I mean, look at China. They're like, listen, we run out of cows. Okay, let's eat some other animals then. Not a bad idea. Henri, I've missed a bit because I was late to the show. Please repeat. Please repeat what you've solved so far. The taxi industry. We're basically halfway solving that one. My machines have a button. That does just that. When it gets. Sorry, there we go. Wait, hold on. Let me just share this from 144. My machines have that button that does just that. When it gets out of hand, you smack the button, everything stops. Exactly. Machines have had this function for years. Like, especially dangerous machines. Like, what are they, like a belt? What is it called? A belt saw, Sean?
What type of saw are you talking about?
Any kind of, like, most heavy industrial machines have like a sort of, like even like a jet ski, right? It's got this thing that, like, the cable that ties to your arm. So if you fall off the jet ski, it automatically just powers it off. There we go. We've had this for years. Like a belt saw. It's like this massive blade that spins, and there's this insta-stop button. This big red button. You just push it and it stops. Remember, like in the trains, they used to have this thing where you can pull. It stops the bus or it stops the thing. There we go. Start putting stuff like that back into vehicles. Emergency stop button. There we go. Like, put that in. But you know what? They won't. Just like, I would love that. Just in the taxi. I would go ride the taxi if they have the emergency stop button put into it. I would go ride it tomorrow, just to fuck with them. And I'd take like a morning trip from here to Sea Point and just keep pushing that motherfucker the whole time. Yeah, emergency cutoff switch. There we go. Why didn't we have that in taxis? Yeah, there we go. 144. All industrial machines have that. It's called the oh fuck button. Yeah, that's what you need. I'm sorry. If you have this industry that just does not obey any kind of rules, then, Sean, you're very quiet. Oh.
Yeah.
No thoughts on this?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I have no thoughts on this. I don't find this
interesting.
Well, I mean we can come up with theories. I'm still gonna get in the fucking car tomorrow, and I'm still gonna run into a taxi, and I'm still gonna want to throw a brick at them.
I mean, brick is a good option. I mean, this is like I was going, like, I've got to go pick the wife up a little later. And I mean, Matthew just reminded me, please be sure to keep a brick with you, because you never know. This is the world we live in. I mean, I had a friend of ours who was driving and they had a brick thrown at their car from the little bridge vibe. I mean, that's the thing. You look at it, you go like, okay, wait, why is the little bridge thingy covered in fencing? It's not so that it stops people from falling over. It's to stop them from chucking shit at cars. The world we live in. Be right back. Dinner time. I know it's quite early. It's a weird early time.
It is a weird time.
Oh, never. Oh, with industrial machinery, never. Dude, have you seen those videos of some of those dudes when they're like, that's one of the worst thing, like watching is those industrial videos where a guy's working at a plant and there's just this thing that, I don't know, like presses steel or some shit, and then the guy gets caught and it just gets, oh, dude, it's insane. It's so fucking scary. The gun is better. I completely agree with you. Whistler, Reese throws bricks at me daily. But stop being a whistling. Yeah, but your bricks are foamolite, man. What are you talking about, Whistler? You've got those foam bricks, like doesn't even use real bullets in those Nerf gun. Stupid little Nerf pellets. But I've told her how to upgrade them, so you must be careful. See, I've even fixed that. I've even told her like just coat them in paprika and like some spice and habanero chili seeds that you crush up, and just get one close to your nose. Done. Watch how you end the stream instantly there. Willow, good evening, ma'am. How are you? What are you little shits doing? These cats. All day long, every day. How do you, Whistler? Where's your great wife? Don't worry. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the thing. When you watch those videos of the guys getting, I don't know, pulled into some weird machine, it's like it's at least it's instant. I mean, some of them is just. I remember, like, so my dad used to be into the clothing industry like years ago. Like this is like pre-90, like pre-96. I think it's like from when I was born. He was in the clothing trade, and I remember they used to do this thing where they had this massive table. I mean, it's like probably like what, like 50 meters long, and they'd roll out material and then they'd layer them, right? And then they would put the patterns on top, and he'd have this massive machine with this long blade that does this, and he'd hold this machine. I remember the one, and then you have to cut the patterns out. So I remember it was like, I think it was one Sunday or something. He was cutting patterns, and we had to rush to the hospital because what happened was, as he was holding it, so he's got this machine with this blade doing this. So as he's cutting, I think he cut into his all the way down like that into this thing, but it's like it's this thin ass blade cutting material this thick, you know, just like layers of denim. Dude, it was absolutely scary, massively. Like, ugh. Did you watch anything fun on the weekend?
Me?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out. Let me think.
Have you started watching Alien Earth yet?
No, I've been watching Wednesday, and I'm catching up on Dexter.
I finished Dexter. I think I finished it on the weekend. I quite
no,
liked
it. There's still one more, isn't it? There's still one more episode left.
Isn't it 10 episodes?
Yeah. Hold on. Fuck, now you're gaslighting me. Hold on.
I'm not gaslighting you. I think I watched.
Unless I can download the last one.
The last one. I think there's 10. Oh. So I watched. Nearly lost 3 fingers in a car's coil spring. Holy crap, dude! Yeah, no. Like I mean, listen. I had an accident as a kid, right? So I don't want to show you guys, you know, but I am Mr. Accident. So I mean, I can show you one of you. So this is a stupid one, and if you guys can see that there, it's like this weird little white mark.
Why are you showing? Why are you showing this? What the?
No, I'm just showing you. Like, there's this weird white mark there, right? So what I did as a kid was, I can't remember. I think I was like 10 years old, and this is basically a fuck around, find out moment, right? So I decided. So we went to these people. We went to go, like, you know, visit friends or some shit. We had a bribe with them, and I was kid playing outside, and one of the kids at the house we were at, he had one of those professional slingshots, like the thing that comes over your hand, and then you hold it and you pull it back, and it's super. So I was like, oh, cool. And I was going, you know what would be fun? I'm going to take a stick and sharpen said stick with knife, and then I'm going to try and shoot a pigeon on, like, you know, on the telephone poles. Now you're probably asking me, a lot of anybody in here that's, you know, maybe born after 2010, that's going, what the fuck is a telephone pole? So, you know, like the cell phone, back before it was cellular, everything was hardwired, like in the Matrix, right? So there's these poles. It's almost like the poles you see now with that carries the internet, but it used to carry the phone signal. So you talk through the telephone line. So I was going, you know, it'd be really rad, sharpen the stick and shoot a pigeon. And I sharpened the stick, and obviously, you know, retard, pull it back, like, you know, I'll get shot. So the stick was about this long, right? So I took the stick and I sharpened it fucking super sharp. Like, you know, it takes like a white stick, and it's like, I found a nice, like, you know, in those stories, you find the perfect stick, found the fucking straightest perfect stick. It made it all white, and then it was like, fuck it. Saw a pigeon and then pulled it back all the way and let loose. And stick goes straight into arm, breaks off. So this is how parents were back in the day. So I go to my mom and I'm like, fuck, I just injured myself. And she's like, oh shit, you know, walk it off, basically. Oh, no shame, don't worry. It's just and I'm like, no. I think the stick is inside my arm. I can feel it. She's like, no, shut up, you're stupid. I'm like, no. I promise you, there's a fucking stick inside my arm. So I showed her the stick, and half of the stick was left. And I told her I sharpened the front point. She goes, no, it probably just fell off somewhere. I'm like, no, it's in my arm. She's like, don't worry, we'll take you to, not take me to the doctor that afternoon. And this is like, you know, 12 o'clock. No. Just, yeah, shut the fuck up, walk it off. Takes me to the doctor the next day. I think it was after school. She took me to the doctor. Go to the doctor. The doctor's like, oh yeah, there's a fucking stick in here. Shoots me up, pulls this long piece of stick out of my arm. Because I was like, there's white. What's that white? She's like, no, it's just sinew. Shush. It's just like, so yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. Gen X, bro. We're mustard, man. Don't fuck around with us. We're hardcore. Well, that was terrible. Also, I lost half my kidney when I was a kid with a BMX accident. I think I was in standard 1 or sub B. What's that? Grade 2 or grade 3. I lost my kidney on a BMX accident. Sean, you were in Bloemfontein. Didn't some douchebag stab you with a bicycle spokes?
No, that was in Brazil.
Oh fuck! Tell the story quickly. Oh my god, this is insane.
So you're walking around. I think it was Rio. Yeah, we're walking around.
De Janeiro,
yeah. And so what happens is someone will walk up behind you, and then they take Vaseline in their fingers, and they rub it on your eyes from behind, and then
just like that.
Yeah, just like that. So your instinct is to start rubbing, so you can't fucking see. And then like this convenient, like this female voice will come up to you and go, I saw what happened, just sit here, I'll get you some water. And then whilst, you know, getting you water, she's like pickpocketing the shit out of you. And then but you can, like, obviously I felt her like looking for my wallet and my phone, and I kind of
yeah.
And then next one I just felt like on my hips like this thrust, and then I pulled out these 2 spikes out of my my hips.
Like above your hip, like almost by your kidney.
No, it's like on the bone, like, you know, where your hip bone is. So it's like there.
So someone standing behind you or what?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know if it was the chick or because you can't see because as you're rubbing, it's just blurry and.
Holy crap! Then what did you do? Go to the hospital?
Well, yeah, I had to, but it wasn't like the best hospitals.
Oh my god, that is fucking like absolutely a new fear, going to a different country and then that shit happening to you.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I had a mate,
both sides together.
Yeah, both sides. I just felt like a thrust and like almost like it felt like it was like lifting me. It was trying to like. I think like I can't. I mean, I don't know what would happen. I don't know because I couldn't see anything. But yeah, afterwards when he went to the doctor, he pulled out probably about, I don't know how deep it was, probably like hold up your finger.
Yeah.
So probably by about the second groove on your finger.
Like a matchbox, like the short side of a matchbox.
No, like the length of a match on both sides.
The length of a match, and holy shit! Okay, that's still fucking deep. Are you kidding me?
It is, yeah.
Jesus, yeah. Brazil sounds mostly peaceful. Mostly peaceful Brazil. Jesus, but obviously you have to get like tetanus shots or some shit, right? At the same time, and like with no organs punctured, anything like that. Like, what did they do?
I mean, like bone, like they hit the bone, so you're fine.
Mother of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude. That's. I mean, I've had my fair share of. I mean, I've broken this arm twice, and I shattered my wrist, and I broke this arm twice. Never broken a leg. I went to the Wild Coast Sun when I was a kid. And a monkey,
oh my God,
monkey bit me on the back of my leg. I punched Darth Sean in the face when I was a kid.
Yeah,
it's because Darth Sean's my brother. So when I was a little kid, Darth Sean was sitting outside. We had this house somewhere, and it had one of those, those glass pane windows. And I was in my room. And I was playing with my Lego, and he was sitting outside playing with what the fuck ever he was playing with, right? And he kept knocking on the window because he was like, "Can I come play Lego with you?" And I was like, "No, you can't." And then he kept knocking, and I don't know how old I was, and I got so annoyed, I was like, "Fuck you!" And I tried to punch him, and because I'm sitting right by the window, and I punched through two windows. My hand went through, missed him. Ended up getting 6 stitches in my lip because I went through and cut my lip open.
That's what you get.
Yeah. No, Willow, proper brotherly love. Totally. Yeah. I get what I deserved, but
did you drop like a cabinet on me?
Yeah, but I mean that was your own fault. You were asking for it. I used to do, what is it? Did I do the shit to you where I'd go put off the power in the middle of the night? Because this is the weird thing. I was thinking, like, we grew up with, like, people in the 90s grew up with shit like, there was no fucking car seat. I was like, what the fuck is that? The first time I saw people going, like, you have to put your baby in a car seat. I'm like, what for? Like, and I'm going, like, so I honestly, and this is where I honestly now want to go, like, how many deaths in car deaths were there of toddlers dying because they didn't have a car seat versus now? So, like, are there 0 now, and then like 100, 50 years ago? Like, does somebody have the stats on that? Because I'd love to see. Mork is a boot fighter.
Boot fighter. Yeah. You remember we did the acorn fights.
Oh yeah, I remember that. There was this. I mean, when I was a kid, there was this the neighborhood kids. They would play with, like, what was that called? I can't remember the Afrikaans term for it. But they'd take a stick, and there was like this ravine. So this massive like yeah, something like that, where you take like a piece of clay, you take like a stick, and you put this clay ball, this wettish clay ball, on the tip of your stick, and you would just like hoy it, and then it would like it'd fling this piece of fucking clay at people's faces. And that was us just having a fun game because none of us had a rugby ball or a soccer ball. You know what I mean? This is like, that's the cuck you did.
You would convince me to, let's each build a fort, and then we're going to have an acorn war. And then while I'm building my fort, you would fill up a bag of just acorns.
Of acorns.
And then I'm just like building the fort, and next moment you just come and you start like launching acorns at me, and I haven't even finished the fort. Meanwhile, you didn't give a shit about the fort.
Yeah, fuck the fort. Fort was just like, but listen, it was to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
The lesson is don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody ever.
Don't trust anyone.
Don't trust anybody, and make the rules from the beginning. No, I've missed so many comments. Sorry, guys. Let's go back. I'm yapping on. I apologize. Slippery Pickle, Arbut. A dog bit me when I was a kid. I bit it back. Our generation does not. Exactly, Whistler. Skater girl. You certainly attract an awesome crowd. Aww. Reese, hello Reese. Finally, he's just here. You're a 90s child. This is how we grew up. It's not a good. It's good. You cut your lip. I came from a restaurant background where you eat your mistakes, dude. Yeah. Listen, I've done dumb shit as a kid. Somebody, George. Good evening, George. When I was young, I thought cricket wicket. What? When I was young, I thought a cricket wicket. I threw a cricket wicket at my sister. Received a lack of hiding. Yeah, dude. This is. I would like if my brother used to cry, I would get into trouble and I would get murdered regardless. We just both get murdered because that's just how it was, you know. If he's crying, it's fucking your fault. So, you know. I remember I did the dumbest shit. I remember we had this one house, this double-story house, and I was like, I think I was at the time I was dick into Ninja Turtles. So I was like, fuck it, you know what? And SWAT cut, right? So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a rope ladder to climb out my second-story window in the middle of the night and then take my bicycle and go drive around and solve crime. So I found, like, you know that fucking stupid rope you get, the white rope that's just this. Yeah. It's like fucking, they tie parcels with it and they put the wax ball. You don't get that. So me, I decide, fuck it, right? You know what I'm going to do? This is like just absolute tardation, right? So I was like, okay, cool, easy rope. I mean, I think I was like, I don't know, probably 9 or 10 years old. I'm like, I lay a piece of string down and then lay another piece of string down and I cut equal amounts of string just to tie them from. So basically you've got 2 strings and you just tie like a whole bunch of strings across. Not thinking, obviously. So I built this. I spent like a couple of days building this. Fuck me. So then I was like, you know what I'm doing? I'm like, I've got to tie it to something. So I had to make it longer. So I carried on, tied it to my bed, threw it out the window, climbed out the window, grabbed the first thing and kind of like tried to step on it and then just went all the way down. And just because all the strings were just tied together. So they just went, wow, everything just went down and just hit the bottom. Luckily, nothing happened to me, but it was kind of funny. It was also when I was younger, I built a parachute. Because remember, you used to get those really silly things. You've got like Army Man and you get the parachute and all you do is you chuck it and then it like comes down slowly. So I was like, wait, hold on. I can do this, right? If I take enough checkers bags, tie them together, climb on the roof, I can have a parachute. Yeah, that doesn't fucking work. I think I fell into a bush and fucking hurt my eye. I mean, I think I got concussion on my skateboard when I was like very young. I'm talking like 6 years old or something. I went down a hill way too fast and I couldn't turn at the bottom fast enough. And I just went in straight into the pavement. And I got concussion, like fucked up, which was kind of funny.
My favorite memory as a childhood was when I burnt down the backyard.
I did. I also did that one. You did it and I did it. We both burnt down the backyard. I remember the one day I was like, no, I was just young. I was just like, I'm bored. We were going on holiday and so we had this massive, big, open backyard. It was like a big felt. It was just fuck all felt. And it was close to the golf course or some shit. And I remember I was like, okay, cool. I got nothing to do. Let's go play outside. And I remember my grandma had like, there was some drill. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go make a braai in the thing. So I got like this makeshift little thing and I like took matches and I put a fire and I put like the drill on it. And I was like, I'm braaiing. And all of a sudden it, like the fire just kind of jumped, wind. I was like, oh shit. And I ran back into because I was trying to hit it out. It just wasn't working. And then the thing started catching fire. I was like, fuck it. And I ran back into my house, sat there and did the thing where you to stop yourself breathing. And all of a sudden my mother comes running in going like, oh my God, there's a massive veld fire in the back. I'm like, what happened? And then I was like, I ran out, every single neighbor had their hose pipes out the back. And I was just going, I have no idea how this could have happened. Like, who would have done this? Bunch of vagrants. God, sorry, yeah. I set fire to my sister's. What? We've got a youngest brother, and he set fire to a caravan. Was it?
No, that was me.
You burnt our uncle's caravan down almost. Yeah.
Matches, man.
You're a bit of a pyromaniac, eh? Fire starter.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think people will ever understand Gen X. I think we were truly a free generation. Actually, you know what? Fuck, I can't play it. I'm going to get a copyright strike for it. Damn it. Have you guys seen that video with the dude where he goes like, Gen X is just harder. They just, and then the whole vibe of like, you've woken up Gen X, you bastards. But that's the truth. It's we're just like a hard generation. Let's read a bit of the comments there, Sean. Mork, that explains so much about you. Now I understand a lot better why you are the way you are. Listen, we come from a generation where there's like, there was secondhand smoke everywhere. No one fucking died. No one got cancer early because of it. Like, I'd still want to see the stats on like the overprotection of kids. Like, you would go outside. The rule of thumb was you come home when the sun goes down. That's it. When the street light comes on. So it's not when the sun sets. It's like there's a thing. As soon as the sun sets and it goes plunk, you can see now you have to start missioning home. It's not like be home at that. It's like when they go on. That was the general rule of thumb. Like, everybody fucks off. Like, cool, see you guys later. And that was it. That was how shit used to roll back then. Dude, my mom almost got kicked out of because of a fire we started and helped the fire department put it out. Hectic.
RJ's comment here. He goes, what the fuck? This family must have been neighbors from hell. So, funny enough, speaking of that, like when we lived in that double-story house where Mork climbed out the window, we had an attorney. There was an attorney that
offices next door to us.
Yeah, offices next door. And then I remember the one guy left his window open.
Oh my
and
God,
at the same window where Mork climbed out of, I used to get one of those super soakers that you would pump with water, and he left his like office wide open and his desk and his computer was all there. And I just remember like one day curiosity got the better of me and I just opened an entire super soaker in his office. Just like, I don't know what was on his office, but I got it.
Like, no, it was just, court papers, and this guy's like, he's got like just files, stacks of shit, and he soaked the entire dude's desk, like. My husband burnt down a poor man's car. What? The four friends playing cops and robbers and made a fire in the boot for effect, and then later stood next to the firefighter. How did this happen? Yeah, no, listen, we used to cause cuck when we were a kid.
Shit.
No, heck no, like, but this is the thing. We used to do shit. I mean, like, now I look at the kids today and it's like, it's like you're just stuck on phones. I mean, we used to fuck around like hectic. I remember, there's just even the basics.
Did you play that game, Talkie?
Yeah. Where you it's basically what's the English version of that? Where you just like you go knock on people's ding dong ditch. That's what they call it in English.
Yeah, ding dong ditch. Yeah.
You go to people's houses and you just go.
Yeah, we used to take those. You get those rubber outside garbage bins.
Yeah,
those big ones. So what?
Yeah, like the sort of rubber looking.
Yeah. So we would take that to the guy's front door. Like, not most of the houses had one. So if the guy had one, we would place it by the front door, but at an angle, and we would fill it up with water, and then knock, and then obviously run away. Because obviously when he opens up the door, the entire thing with water would just tilt inwards.
You'd lean it against his fucking door. So if he opens the door, oh, you bastard. Right. You're sick. Listen, if you did that shit to me, I would hunt you down and fucking stab you in the middle of the night. Because you know what? I have this issue with, like, this is the thing. The issue I have with the Bergies digging, the bin diggers, is not that the fact that they dig through my bin. Is the fact that they come to your bin on a Friday, open the bin up, take the bin bag, and then just tear the fucker open back into the bin. And then every second Saturday, I'm there with like fucking a COVID mask on and fucking dishwasher handy Annie and Domestos, and I wash my bin out because I don't want a stinky bin. Because I don't want to walk to the bin and lift and then like almost die. Yeah. And like, so basically you made garbage water onto the guy's carpet of his house. Yeah, you're absolutely terrible.
You think it's quite a big bin, so it's like literally full of water, and then
yeah. I remember this one. Yeah, they took the dog shit, paper bag with dog shit, and then you basically put it on fire. You set it on fire, and then as soon as they open the door, they'd step in and just get dog shit off the shit. The amount of times I remember kids stepping in dog shit. It's just like the worst. Mork, how many times have you been mistaken for a bin digger? What? Have I been mistaken for a bin digger? Never. What do you mean? If I don't look like a bin digger, screw you. Screw you, RJ. My brother-in-law was playing. My brother-in-law was playing talkie with a bunch of friends and nearly got shot by someone who thought they were trying to hijack him. See, that's the thing. That's the fuck up. You can't play that game now. Like, if some random person had to knock on your door in the middle of the night, like now in this country, I'd go like, if I had a gun, I'd fucking shoot him, because you don't know. You can't even have fun now anymore. This is what the ANC has done to us. They've taken away our fun. And that's worse than stealing my money. Taking my fun away, motherfucker. Like, you've unleashed hell. Like, you're. Did you play? Yeah, Clay. I was talking about that a little bit earlier. That was pretty intense. I remember getting hit the first day. It was like we just moved there. I mean, I was young. No, we didn't know. It wasn't moved there. First time I'm hanging out with a bunch of the neighborhood kids. I'm the new kid, and I remember getting hit on the center of my fucking forehead, like right here. Somebody hit me with. And I had like a bruise there for like 4 days, just this like massive whelp. Because they threw it like, you had the couple of the kids that were like, older, and they would not hold back, bro. They would fucking whip it. They would whip it real good. Put on a neighborhood watch group. 0, some bin digger stole my DC gun. So George said we have some. George, we're not allowed to. Oh, sorry, no. So George says we have some monkeys that come and tear open our black bags. Can't use the wheelie bin because these fuckers steal it. Oh yeah, and then they eat it. Wait, what? Oh, I read that wrong. Should have pre-read that one. That's funny. Yeah, but apparently, I mean, like, listen, isn't there an easy way? This is the issue I have also with bins in the city. Like, I'm sure we can figure out a system where can't we just lock them, right? This is the whole thing with, like, instead of putting 60 Rand onto everybody's fucking municipal bill for city cleaning, can't we put like a sort of magnetic lock onto the bins, right? Like a solid pad. So with the bins where you can just chuck stuff in, make it small enough so people can't shove their hands in there. And then what you do is you get like a magnetic release, right? So that when the bin guy comes along and the bin truck, it just like, as soon as you bring it close to said truck, magnetic thing unlocks and they throw the bin out. Same thing with our bins here. I'm just saying it. Oh shit, dude. The stories of boarding school is next level. I remember my friends, what they used to do is they used to put hockey balls in a sock, in like a, the socks you have to wear up to your knees, right? For school socks. They'd put like 2 or 3 hockey balls in a school sock, and they would go blix them like the younger kids. The matrics they could murder to like the standard 6 kids who just basically, like the, what is it called? Initiation vibe, like that first month where you get initiated, they would do shit like that. I mean, it's like hardcore. And then what? You'd end up being like the people, the matrics who bullied the fuck out of me when I was a kid at school ended up becoming the bestest friends later on in my life. That's I'm going like, yeah, I think a little bit of bullying is fine, because I mean it's all done in it's like, and I kind of maybe teaches you sort of, kind of respecting your elders, but like it's like there's a period for a month or 2 when they do this, and like I think my entire school career, every now and again, I'd go buy a pie or something, and they'd see you have a pie, and they go like, I'm like, ah, fuck, here we go, and they just go, hey man, how's it going? A nice pie you have there. I'll have that, and you're like, fuck, But I ended up becoming best mates with these dudes, and he's like my good friend William, and like, bro, we've been friends for life. And it's like, yeah, you go through this thing, it's like it's just like, I don't think there's a big thing in it. Like, yeah, I think yeah, I think the whole vibe is, I think people just get meaner when you say stuff like, maybe blick some guy, hit you on the arm or some shit. I mean, like, I think some people, there's the extremes of it on both ends. But I mean, there was nothing anybody could ever say to me when I was at school. I mean, walking into them, oh, they called me this. I mean, I think I was in like primary school. And the other kid said it was this, and my parents were just like, yeah, shut the fuck up, walk it off, grow up. Doesn't mean anything. You can just call him an asshole. There we go. Now you're even. What? I can say what? I can call him an asshole. Like, yes, you can. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Hey, you're a dummy head. You're an asshole. What? You go. Like, there we go. Ah, fuck, no one cares. Yeah, it's like it kind of brings out a survival instinct in you. So I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going like, yeah, there's like, it's, like there's, if you look at the wild, nothing is fucking safe, right? So is the real world. We're not safe. We need, like sometimes you need a bit of like that. That's why I never had an issue. Even though I was shit scared and I got like murdered really hard and like, you know what? I look back, I'm going like, oh my God, it was like nothing. It was nothing compared to the real world. And actually, I think that kind of shit maybe prepares you a little bit because in the real world, no one cares. Well, I think a lot of bullying makes us better people, if not extreme. 100% agree with you. Totally. Like there should be like, that's why I think in schools back in the day, there was like this initiation period, right? For the first month, the matrics would make you do some dumb shit. They would call you stupid names. You know what? And all you did was you going like, oh God, I'm being belittled. And it's like, okay, it's fine, but everybody's getting that, right? Yeah, okay, one or two kids will like get, preferential treatment or some shit. If there was some kid that was like this great, he's going to be a great rugby player, he would get it 10 times worse because of shit like that. And then there would be like some kid who's maybe like, from a poor background, and yeah, okay, he'd get insulted about how he like his clothes that he's wearing and stuff. But you know what? I'm sure in the real world, he's had much worse than that. So he comes away from that going kind of becoming a bit stronger. I think that's how I view the world. Going through it, I'm going like, you know what? But like Whistler says here, like the problem is kids can be relentless. I mean, like, did you guys watch that show about the chick, A Number Unknown, where the chick just gets like constant messages? Like, yeah, listen, if you're getting at the point where in the middle of the night, somebody's just messaging you, calling you a skank and a hoe and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think it can drive you insane. But I think there's an equal amount of like, I think now again we're talking about the balance of things. That's what I'm talking about. If you put it, if you actually instill it and monitor it and go, okay, cool, there's a little bit of bullying, just for like creating that, because the problem is that the world has hierarchies. It exists within every aspect of every dimensional part of every system across nature, the universe, the world, every molecular, from the molecular to anywhere, there is a hierarchical structure of everything. And when you try and eviscerate that, you create other problems. There needs to be a hierarchy. Yeah, like kids in matric are going to be, you have to show them respect. They're older, they're wiser, the same thing. It kind of maybe teaches you a lesson later on in life, shit like that. But like there is hierarchical structures. And like, okay, cool. Yeah, you're going to get bullied. You're the new kid. You get to work. You're the, hey, dumbass, like, yeah, cool. It's fine. But then what happened was we had first feminists come to work and like somebody like they're like hazing her a little bit and like, oh my God, I'm taking it to HR and I want this person to lose their job. And it's like we started having like this proper issue. I mean, this is we could probably talk about this topic for ages. No one is going to save your ass in the real world. 100%. You wait in the real world, you got to have some backbone. Get some schools go too far. Totally. Look, there were incidents of hazing that we, like here, like 2-3 years before they did this to a kid. Like that's absolutely, yeah. In any situation, somebody's going to take it too far. That's why when it's done and it's kind of monitored and accepted, it's maybe like part of the traditions of the school. I don't think it's. And then it happens is you have one of those movies where they show you the worst instances of these things happening. But these things happen regardless of whether they had that or not. People are still getting bullied, but like maybe with a kind of traditional vibe where you do that within reason, I
think you got to remember the whole point of bullying is that they want a reaction out of you, and if you stop feeding it, it will stop happening.
I mean, like I can say that. Shit. Yeah, but I mean, like I remember William used to like every time William and like I think with another dude, like these three dudes. Every time they saw you with anything, like, hey, and then they just like grab you and then like, kind of choke you and like, yeah, no, cool. Like, do you have any cash on you? And like, fine, I've got a $5 and like, all right, cool. Yeah, it was like, it was done in like in spirit. I could have taken it the opposite complete way. I could have gone, oh no, you're like, I'm being harassed and stolen. Yeah, like, you know, maybe if I was like super poor or some shit, but I think it's done within
you always just do what the Americans do, like the American kids, like they just end up bringing
get a gun.
You know,
they bring a gun to school and just losing it. They're just going like, hey, you took my money. I'm just gonna fucking wipe everyone out.
I mean, I'd start with the brick, though. I mean,
RJ's 100% correct. Diane Corder, obviously, he comes from a school where they obviously did not do any bullying. He didn't, because words of violence, that's where he came from. I was very naughty in school. I was an asshole and wonder sometimes if I might have said something. I think I know I must have done it. I know I said mean things to people all the time, but it's like, those are just words, right? I didn't try and physically maybe when I was in matric here or there, but I wasn't one of those people that try to physically murder other people for no reason. Yes, I was absolutely fucking viciously mean to people, but you know what? It's just words. You know, you can just walk it off. It doesn't mean anything unless you give it meaning.
I always just gave it back. Like, if they used to bully me, I would give it back to them, and I would fixate on the person until I made them cry.
I kind of did that, especially because I was English in an Afrikaans school, and obviously like Afrikaners, but I mean a lot of times, like, you know, you'd be more creative. I'd be more creative with insults, and then they would always revert to physical violence because there were more of them than there were of us. So it would always revert to that. It would be always a physical interaction because, like, I've said something now terrible about your mother, and your comeback was just like stupid, and then, you know, I just ripped that apart, and then now we need a fist fight. I'm going like, you're the loser now. You're the biggest loser.
My favorite was if I met, like, if there was a bully, I would, you know, become friends with them and like become really, really good friends, you know, until he trusted me, and then he became vulnerable in front of me, and then I would
oh my god,
to fuck with him on later stage. That was my goal.
Mork is not the school shooty type. No, I'm not. I'm all about, you know, I think that's, honestly, I can't understand. I think there's a difference to that. I think that was the first remnants of the because I think things you can't divorce the drug use, pharmaceutical, antidepressant shit like that. I just think you can't divorce those from said thing. You know what I mean? From like these types of issues. Oh Lord. Oh, my wife has landed a tad bit earlier.
Oh fuck, you gotta go fetch her.
I think we gotta end it there. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but you know what I'll do? This is such an interesting conversation. There's so many chats I just haven't read. I went to ninja school in Krugersdorp. Dude, I remember the school. We used to have this fights on like rugby field, after school, during school. There was no meet you after school. It's like, you're getting murdered right now. And, you know, I mean, I still come from the way where like the teachers used to blixem you. And it was such a weird, I felt it like was a ritualistic sort of vibe. Like, it used to freak me out. And I was just like, I would not.
My life.
It would be this game where you played, where you just like, you come, you got to say thank you after each hit. And I was just like, I didn't. And you have 10 more. And I'm like, I'm fine. Give me 10 more. I'm not going to say thank you after you hitting me. Go blow yourself. Again, what the fuck with this family, South African shameless. What?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Gavin. Yeah, I think let me just double check with her. So I'm just going to end the stream.
Lindy D says check Discord.
I will check Discord, Lindy D. But I mean, yes, listen, there is different levels to this, and I'm not condoning bullying, because like I think it has gotten ruthless. I think there should be a balance to all things, right? The extremes are always the extremes, and we shouldn't live there. So I knew people from standard 7, 8, 9 when I was in standard 6, and my brother thought ahead of me and got me a second-hand blazer, so no bullying, and I avoided all this. That's the thing. A lot of those kids, when they had like an older brother in matric, because I had no one, right? So like I get, and it was going to school where it's like you're English, like, and then there's like 5, 6 Afrikaans classes, you know, like I was primed for like, not again, like I wouldn't even look at it as bullying. They were just mean to you. So what? You know, you got over it. And again, like I was saying, I'm not condoning it. I think there are different levels to it, but I think there should be a, you know, sort of a traditional vibe of maybe a little bit of this. Just to help people grow up, just to prepare them for the real world, where like no one's going to care what they say to you. Some random person's going to call you whatever the fuck they want to on the internet, and you know there's going to be nobody. You can't phone, you can't call the teacher and go, "Hey, say a mean thing." And this is what happened with the internet. Like remember, like what happened to Twitter, like a few years ago, where that was the exact thing. Oh, he said learn to code. Okay, well, you're losing your account now because you offended a journalist. Shame. Ah, there we go. Chantal shared the bin lock on thingy. Lindy, I didn't see. What did you post on? Was that where did I didn't see anything? I didn't see you posted anything on Discord, Lindy.
No. 104 said Lindy D check Discord.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the Dennis Leary asshole uncensored version. I want to go watch that now. Guys, sorry I had to cut it short this evening. It's actually becoming such a great fucking chat. Let me quickly just see if our good friend Ronaldo is streaming. Maybe I can send the stream there so that we can raid him for a chat. Oh my god, he's talking to the Kifness. Bastard.
You should have the Kifness on again.
I'd love to get the Kifness on. Actually, I really want to talk to him about the thingy, the thing with Samra, because you know, as a musician as well, and dealing with that type of usages and shit all the time, you know, I think it's actually a great idea. Let me just see. Where is the link to that? Stream activity. Where the fuck do I send this again? Hold on a second. Edit. Oh god. Oh my god, customization. Where is it? Oh, redirect. There we go. Let me just quickly find. There we go. Now, obviously, you guys remember you have to do the vibe where you go, the Mork Rock Show sent y'all. Cool. I'll set that up. Kif. So we're redirected to Ronaldo's stream. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Sorry I had to cut it short. Hope you guys have fun, and we'll see you guys at 7 o'clock on Thursday night. Yeah, and I'm not sure who we're going to talk to yet. We'll see. Sean, thank you very much. Everybody, thank you very much. You guys have been absolutely amazing. And see you guys on Thursday. Hope you guys have fun.